Why is Elon Musk fucking this up so badly? Simple. His carefully crafted public image as a genius innovator has been a con from the very start. Elon didn't found Tesla. He used the money he got from co-founding PayPal, you know, the payment service that sucks, to buy a stake in Tesla. Then he kicked out the original co-founder, Martin Eberhard, and stole Martin's title, not to mention his car. SpaceX does some cool shit, but they're a government space contractor that makes their money suckling at Uncle Sam's teat. And face it, Elon didn't design those rockets, he just brags about it on Twitter. And finally, there's Hyperloop and the Boring Company. Remember how Elon claimed he invented a new system of transportation that was supposed to end traffic forever? Well, that turned into a 2-mile tunnel in Las Vegas where a Tesla drives you at 30 miles an hour. Yeah, it's pretty slow, but it could be useful if you're too drunk to stumble from the Bellagio to the Circus, I guess. Elon is good, no, great, at exactly 3 things: trolling, causing chaos, and telling everyone he's a genius. And he does all those things on Twitter, which seems to be the only reason he bought it. But you know what? If you're addicted to gambling, you probably shouldn't buy the horse track. And now that Elon runs Twitter, he's running it straight into the ground.
You mean to tell me a man worth over $400 billion is going to decide what happens with my grandma's Social Security check?
No one elected Elon Musk to nothing. And yet, Elon Musk is seizing the power that belongs to the American people. We are here to fight back.
When we open up the Senate every single morning, we don't pledge allegiance to the billionaires. We don't pledge allegiance to Elon Musk. We don't pledge allegiance to the creepy 22-year-olds working for Elon Musk. We pledge allegiance to the United States of America. And so I want to make sure that my mother gets her Social Security check, not because she pledges allegiance to Elon, but because she pledges allegiance to the United States of America.
This is the most corrupt bargain we've ever seen in American history. Elon Musk gives $250 million to elect Donald Trump, and Donald Trump turns over the keys to the United States government to Elon Musk and his billionaire friends and his cronies. Are we going to let that stand? No. Hell no, we're not going to let that stand.
We know who we work for. We know that we work for the American people. And what we're not going to do is stand around while they pull this bullshit that they're trying to pull right now. We are going to be in your face. We are going to be on your ass. And we are going to make sure, you understand what democracy looks like. And this ain't it.
Unacceptable, unconstitutional, ultra-vires. They've exceeded their authority. And so it's important that attorneys general representing our respective states stand up and enforce the rule of law, because Elon Musk, individuals at the Treasury, and the President of these United States is not above the law.
Musk's increasing political ties are being seen as a threat to democracy, and many protesters believe that he is using his wealth to push agendas without being elected to office. Experts have slammed Musk's leadership of Doge, which has gained access to financial data of millions of Americans. Under Musk's guidance, Doge has been rapidly dismantling federal agencies. It has been laying off workers in mass numbers across the U.S. Now, this aggressive restructuring of the government has raised fears that a lot of power is being vested in the hands of one individual.
Unacceptable, unconstitutional, ultra-vires. They've exceeded their authority. And so it's important that attorneys general representing our respective states stand up and enforce the rule of law, because Elon Musk, individuals at the Treasury, and the President of these United States is not above the law.
Musk's increasing political ties are being seen as a threat to democracy, and many protesters believe that he is using his wealth to push agendas without being elected to office. Experts have slammed Musk's leadership of Doge, which has gained access to financial data of millions of Americans. Under Musk's guidance, Doge has been rapidly dismantling federal agencies. It has been laying off workers in mass numbers across the U.S. Now, this aggressive restructuring of the government has raised fears that a lot of power is being vested in the hands of one individual.
Privileged billionaires who don't give a damn about America and Americans should not be making decisions that put Americans at harm.
We don't have a fourth branch of government called Elon Musk.
Elon Musk may get to be dictator of Tesla, but he doesn't, and he may try to play dictator here in Washington, D.C., but he doesn't get to shut down the Agency for International Development.
This is all a smokescreen, a shell game, in order to turn this government over to a handful of unelected billionaires and corporate interests, and we are not going to let them do that.
Why does everybody hate Elon Musk, right? That's what President Trump said, and then he went and did a whole Tesla ad for him in front of the White House, right? You remember that? Of course, that raises a great big ethics question, because American president should be for everybody, not just for one company. So by doing an ad for Tesla, he is hurting every other company that is in America, right? Every other American company, he just gave them the finger. Well, anyway, back to Elon Musk. Now, first of all, if you like what I say, please like it. And if you want to see this go elsewhere or help me out, follow me. Follow me will be a big help. Anyway, so I was watching this thing earlier about Tesla stock. And apparently, since January 1st, it's down 45%. 45%. Can you imagine? And then Trump does his ad, and it goes up a little bit. But boom! Today, when I last looked, it was down $8 per share. $8, yeah. I was like 3-4% of its value for today. Just today, dropped just today. So, yeah, everyone doesn't like Musk because of his policies, his desire to see Russia get everything they want, and how he's burning through all of the federal agencies. And I got to thinking about it, because Trump's saying, well, you know, Musk is doing this. It's not me, right? Well, it's like, say you go to a hotel and you have a party in the hotel room for your kid, right? And you have a bunch of, say, 8-year-olds over and having fun. And then you say, well, I'm going to go in the other room and get on the computer for a while. Well, you get on the computer for a while and the kids are there unsupervised. And then you go back and then in about an hour or so, you finish up what you're doing, you go back in there. The TV's off the wall, both lamps are broken. The carpet's been torn up in one corner, and there's a small fire burning in the middle of the bed, right? And as you walk in the door, that's when the manager busts in with security. And you go, it's not my fault. I didn't do this. Yeah, that's what Trump is. If you invite Elon Musk into your camp, then you must take all full responsibility for what Elon Musk does while in your camp. And so, yeah, everybody hates Elon Musk. Tesla stocks are going down. People are organizing protests to protest outside of multiple dealerships across the country. In fact, some bloggers are saying, hey, if you do a protest in my area, let me know and I'll be there. Well, the closest one to me is like Dallas, 2.5 hours away, so I won't be going there. But it'd be interesting to hear if you guys do a protest, how that goes. And now the downside to this, well, I think of it as downside, is that people are vandalizing Teslas. They are stealing tires. They are burning them. They are smashing windows because they hate Musk. But by doing that, yes, it makes a statement that you hate Musk, that you hate Teslas. But the people who own that, they probably just bought it for the same reason that everyone buys the brand new iPhone or the latest technology gadget, because they want to have the newest thing. and they're not doing it for a political reason. So I would really strongly advise not to do that, because the person you're hurting the most is probably the person who isn't really supporting Musk. He just happens to have a Tesla. Anyway, that's my 2 cents. But yeah, Musk's Tesla stock is tanking. I love it. And hopefully Tesla will just go out of business. I'd love to see that too. There are other electric car companies in the world, and Musk is just running roughshod over the United States, and he needs to be stopped. So, y'all take care. Protest Musk. I would even protest Trump too, because, it's all the same camp. Anyway, y'all take care. Remember, like, share, comment, and most importantly to me anyway, is follow. Y'all take care.
There was advertisers leaving. We talked to Bob Iger today.
I hope they stop.
You hope?
Don't advertise.
You don't want them to advertise?
No.
What do you mean?
If somebody's going to try to blackmail me with advertising, blackmail me with money, go f yourself.
But
go f yourself. Is that clear? I hope it is. Hey, Bob, if you're in the audience.
What do you do?
F-Y.
I understand that, but there's a reality too, right?
What this advertising boycott is going to do, it's going to kill the company. And the whole world will know.
Those advertisers, I imagine, are going to say, we didn't kill the company.
Oh, yeah?
They're going to say...
Tell it to Earth.
But they're going to say, Elon, that you killed the company because you said these things and that they were inappropriate things and that they didn't feel comfortable on the platform, right? That's what they're going to say.
And let's see how Earth responds to that.
Elon Musk has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho!
Elon Musk has got to go. That's what the protesters are chanting. Some Americans are very angry and described Elon Musk's actions as a heist, a takeover, and an abuse of power. This comes after many South Africans were also angry when they found out that President Cyril Ramaphosa had spoken to Elon Musk. The conversation came after Musk accused South Africa of having racist land ownership laws, and Donald Trump claimed that South Africa was confiscating land from its people. I am a journalist from South Africa, currently living in South Korea, and I bring you news from South Africa and all over the world. Some South Africans said that there is no reason for South Africa to answer to the billionaire. Well, a lot of Americans are also angry with how he has infiltrated their government and now has access to sensitive government financial systems, including social security payments and tax refunds. A large group of Democrats held a protest where they chanted, "Elon Musk has got to go," holding up signs that read, "Nobody elected Musk," outside the U.S. Treasury Department. Congresswoman Ayanna Pressley did not hold back, calling Musk a Nazi Nepo baby and accusing him of an unlawful assault on democracy. Lawmakers even tried to enter the Treasury Department and demanded answers, but were turned away. The question is, where will this end? For the US, for Elon Musk, for Donald Trump, for South Africa, and the rest of the world? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section.
How does it feel to lose $800 billion? That's how much Elon Musk's Tesla has seen knocked off its value in the last 3 months. And are creative protests like these the cause?
It's interesting our Tesla sales have been going down a little bit, but I don't know why.
Shares in the electric car maker surged after Donald Trump was elected, with investors hoping Musk's close relationship with the new president would be a good thing. But pretty quickly it all went sour as Elon Musk waded into a string of controversies, cutting jobs from US government services, sending tweets in support of the German AfD party, making this gesture at a Republican rally, though he blamed criticism he was making a Nazi salute on his political opponents. And now the Tesla share price has lost all the gains it made after Trump's win. With the shares in freefall, President Trump last night promised to buy a brand new Tesla to show his backing. But the company will have to find a lot more buyers to make up for a sharp decline in sales across Europe. Boycotts of the electric car maker are spreading across the US too, while protests against the company and Musk are capturing attention online, with Tesla owners rebranding their vehicles to using Musk's salute to drive away potential customers. Given the unwanted attention and huge losses, investors may want Musk to concentrate more on running Tesla and less on his political campaigning.
Senate Democrats to completely roll over and give up. I think there is a deep sense of outrage and betrayal. Just to see Senate Democrats even consider acquiescing to Elon Musk, I think it is a huge slap in the face.
You're lying! I'm a veteran and you don't give a fuck about me! Hey, shut the fuck up! You don't get the fucking union to us! You don't get to take away our rights! You don't get to take our rights! Get off of me! You don't get to do this to us! Fuck you!
So to be clear, I deeply value the contributions that
just to be clear,
make
you're bullshit and you're not telling the
every
truth.
day.
You're not listening.
Let him speak. Let him speak.
For example, folks at the National Weather Service
are fired. Where's the independence of the committee? Where's the legislature? We're an equal branch of government. And you start off with a blather, and yet when they look at the empty seats here, where's Elon Musk? The men and women on this committee are good people. They're honest and caring people. And that's why I do not understand why you would relegate this committee to no longer being of significance and resort to saying you will do whatever Elon Musk and Donald Trump tell you to do. Where's the independence of the committee? Where's the legislature? We're an equal branch of government. And you start off with a blather, and yet when they look at the empty seats here, where's Elon Musk? I'm sure he's a genius and is a very credible person because of the wealth he's accumulated. But that does not put him above the law or the responsibility to come before this committee in this Congress. If he's so great, if these plans and all the fraud and abuse that he's found are so evident, why isn't he here explaining it? You know why. Because he's out to privatize Social Security. He's been on television the last couple of days talking exactly about Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid, and what he intends to do. Privatize it. The American people, some of them may have been born at night, but not last night.
Donald Trump may have authored the art of the deal, but he perfected the art of the steal. This long-running fraud was intentional, egregious, illegal, and he did all of this with the help of the other defendants, his 2 adult sons and senior executives at the Trump Organization. And so, after 11 weeks of trial, we showed the staggering extent of his fraud and exactly how Donald Trump and the other defendants deceived banks, insurance companies, and other financial institutions for their own personal gain.
Trump, and she always calls him Mr. Trump because it kills her that he was the president. But the 45th president of this country, one of the best presidents we've had, has built a great company. It's worth a ton more than that statement of financial condition. And she doesn't know how to get out of it because her politics won't allow her. She calls him a bully. She says he's going to bring out racial slurs. He's going to say things today and taunt her. Well, Miss James, you taunted him. Before you came into office, before you saw one record, one statement of financial condition, you taunted him. You said his administration was too male and too pale. Those are her words. She said that she and Michael Cohen were going to be his biggest nightmare. Well, I have some news for you, Miss James. Michael Cohen folded lied and crumbled. Your star witness, along with all the DAs and corrupt AGs, need to be paying attention to what happens when you let us take the stand. When you let my client speak the truth, and the judge can tell me to sit down, and he can try and shorten my client's testimony, but it is loud and clear. They've got nothing. They've got nothing but their politics. She's got nothing but her Soros backing, which we discovered recently. And I am sick and tired of seeing it. Pay attention, America. Pay attention. Because when you're in court one of these days, and you don't have a lawyer that has a microphone, and you don't have a lawyer that can go on TV, and you've got judges gagging them, what are you going to do? We need to fix this country. And we need to stop what is happening in this courtroom. President Trump is worth a lot more, and she wasn't ready for it. She doesn't understand it. And before she rushed to judgment, she should have thought about attacking somebody with over 50 years of real estate expertise who changed single-handedly the skyline of New York City. She picked the wrong person, and her politics will fail for it. You have a right to hire a lawyer who can stand up and say something when they see something wrong. But I was told to sit down today. I was yelled at, and I've had a judge who is unhinged slamming a table. Let me be very clear. I don't tolerate that in my life. I'm not going to tolerate it here. And you know what? You shouldn't either.